Well, welcome back from your meditation. I invite you to return to wherever you are, whether you're at home or whether you're here in the sanctuary, to just gently return to this time and place. This is the time that we have folks coming into our sanctuary, and if you're at home, I invite you to just get a beverage, a snack, and be ready for our service at 10:30 rather. And in the meantime, enjoy the slides that we have prepared for you. We have a very special person who does those, Donna Orozco, so I want to honor her for all the work that she does to provide informative slides during this time when you're out there and we're in here. So enjoy your time. We'll see you at 10:30.
what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look, give me the hook or the ovation. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in. My world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am. I don't want praise, I don't want pity. I bang my own drum. Some think it's noise, I think it's pretty. And so what if I love each feather and each spangle? Why not try to see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out, I am what I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. It's one life, and there's no return and no deposit. One life, so it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can shout out, I am what I am.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you so much, Deanna Saldana, and our beautiful band, Kevin, Edward, and Joey, who's substituting for Joe Lazama this week on the drums. So you guys do such a wonderful job every week. Thank you so much. Well, welcome. Welcome. I know you wonder what I'm doing, don't you? So do I. Actually, I just started an American Sign Language class, and I had to try a couple of the signs just to do it. So, welcome to all of you in regular language and in sign language. I welcome you. So, today is birthday Sunday. Ah, yes. Should we sing happy birthday to everyone? Well, let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you and you and you and you. And happy birthday, dear all of you and me
All
too.
of you.
Happy birthday to you.
And I forgot, whose birthday? Do we have February birthdays? Deanna. Oh, we got a whole raft of them in here. Goodness gracious, happy birthday. Well, don't forget to stick around for cake afterwards. You know, we have delicious cake on birthday Sunday. And it's chocolate, Sheila's favorite. Sheila is our board president. So I just welcome everyone. I am Reverend Nan Bankston. I'm the senior minister here. I know that we have someone here for the first time, so welcome home. We're so happy to have you. We've been waiting for you. And for those of you who are out there, I am so delighted that you are with us, and if you're new out there, welcome to you. We've been waiting for you too. So, this morning, we have some announcements. Oh, Lordy, is that the first one? All right, well, the very special occasion is going to be happening in April. It'll be the installation of me as the senior minister for Center for Spiritual Living in Visalia. And that's a very special event because it's almost like a wedding ceremony, only without all of that bride and groom stuff. But it's where I commit to the center and the center commits to me to support each other forever and ever. Amen. And so put it on your calendar. It's going to be open to everyone. We're going to have ministers here from various organizations and areas around the country I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you'll join us. So it's Friday, April 29th, 5 to 7, and there'll be more details to that as it transpires. And today is our board meeting at 12:30. It'll be here at the center and on Zoom, and you're welcome to attend as your heart desires. Also, what's important to know is that in March, we'll be electing 2 members to the Board of Trustees. 2 seats one is vacant and one will be vacant. So if you are a member of the center and you are called to this sacred service, please contact me or Sheila O'Kane, our board president, or Gwen Valentine, who is our vice president, to discuss the qualifications and nominating process. And we'll be happy to get you information for that, because it's a big thing to serve in spiritual leadership. So I invite everyone who hears that call from Spirit to give us a call and chat with us. Next Sunday, we're going to have the Commitment to Love ceremony. Now, that sounds kind of hokey and everything, but the first thing we're going to do is commit to loving ourselves completely. And then there's going to be an opportunity for people who are couples or significant others or whatever the arrangement may be to renew and revitalize their little love thing. We'll have a little tiny ceremony. And if you have little furry friends or feathered friends or finned friends, you're welcome to bring a picture of them. We can't accommodate everybody's companions in the center that are other than human. So bring a picture and you'll be part of the ceremony too. Everyone's included because we are inclusive and we want to share love with everyone. So be here. Now, there's also going to be New Member Sunday. We're going to be welcoming our new members, and on February 27th, there'll be a new member orientation from 12:30 to 2:30 right here in the sanctuary. Over the next week, by next weekend on Sunday, there'll be information for people who would like to be members about how to do that, and then we'll have the orientation, and then New Member Sunday, which is a time when the congregation welcomes the new members, and the new members commit, just kind of like the installation, only not as serious, should we say. It's very special, and it is a commitment because there's responsibilities and benefits and privileges of being a member. So you might want to know about that. On Wednesday afternoons, I have a little Zoom thing called Let's Talk Science of Mind with Rev Nan, and we've been going through some words the last 2 weeks. It's really kind of fun. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to make a reservation. You don't have to sign up and have an appointment and all that. You just drop in at 1:30. The Zoom link is on our website, and it's just having chat about it. And I think that you would find it quite interesting. It's a time for us to just meet informally and talk about science of mind, one of my favorite things. So, I believe that's it for the announcements. Now I'd like to present the Inclusivity Quote from our Inclusivity and Diversity team. This month, as you saw in the slideshow, is Black History Month. And so we have been focused on peace, and the season of nonviolence started last Sunday, and we talked about that. And we're focusing on a more peaceful way of dealing with the world in our lives. So I share this quote with you that was selected by one of our members, Bobby Levine. And it says, this is from Thich Nhat Hanh, who just recently made his transition. It says, peace in the world starts with peace in oneself. If everyone lives mindfully, everyone will be more healthy, feel more fulfilled in their daily lives, and there will be more peace. So now, as you contemplate that, I'd like you to also consider this week's affirmation. We switched to affirmations instead of global principles and everything this year because it's a little something new, a little something. So, this week's affirmation, if you'd like to say it with me, whether you're here or in the out there in virtual reality, this week's affirmation is, the Spirit within me is the infinite presence of love. Let's do it again. The Spirit within me is the infinite presence of love. That means it's not out there somewhere on a shelf. It's right there in you. So now, as is our custom, I'm going to do the opening treatment today, our opening prayer. I'm filling in for one of our practitioners who had their 39th wedding anniversary yesterday and took the day off today to recover from that major event in their lives. So it's my pleasure to fill in. So, if you'll just join me for a moment in the stillness within your heart, let's just take a breath and breathe in that infinite loving presence that is always everywhere around us. And as you take that breath, wherever you may be, here in this sanctuary or at home, wherever you are across the country, whenever you see this, I just invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness that infinite loving spirit within you. And as we come together today, I know we celebrate in that love, in that spirit that is within us, in that spirit of love that is all around us, everywhere and forever. And that divine intelligence has guided with wisdom this entire service. I know that everyone here is blessed, and I know that everyone everywhere is blessed by anything that comes to them today that has meaning, that brings their heart to a lighter space, that brings their life to a greater enjoyment of everyday wonder. And so it is with great joy that I simply let this be. I release this word, and I let it go, knowing it's already done, and so it is. And now, you all get to sing, and we've got some music going on here, and so our wonderful musicians are going to take it away again. And there's going to be words on the screen so y'all can sing, and I highly encourage you to do that. And the song is "My Soul is Welcome Here," and it is. Every one of your souls are welcome here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here.
Oh, yes. All souls are welcome here. How wonderful. We got it going on this morning, I tell you. We got some fine, fine music to share with everybody. Well, good morning again, and happy first Sunday in February. I am so happy to be here with all of you and to be out there in virtual reality. And thank you so much for inviting us into your home when you're out there, not here in our sanctuary. We're so grateful that you're with us, so a special greeting to you. You know, we're in a new month, and our monthly theme is Living Everyday Wonder, the inner life. And we'll be considering that while we are dressed in a body and we have a personality, we are much more than that. February is a memorable month. The season for nonviolence, as I mentioned, continues, and it's also Black History Month, and we are going to be featuring a number of special things about that as we continue throughout the month. Rosa Parks Day was just on February 4th, Friday, and as I'm sure you know, the groundhog saw his shadow on Wednesday. Now that means 6 more weeks of winter, and I'm hoping that old Punxsutawney Phil is on target, and that means more rain and snow for the Central Valley before we get to April. Yes, indeed. And for any of you out there who don't want stuff like that, send it here. Send it here. We'll take it. So I don't know how many of you saw the movie Groundhog Day way back when with Bill Murray. You know, it was a pretty funny movie. He played a tired old weatherman, and he kept living the same day over and over and over in a small town that he was stuck in on that day. Well, as a side note, that movie was filmed in the town that I grew up in. The square that you saw in that movie was the square that I walked around in when I was a kid, and as I grew up some. And I spent a lot of time there in that square. And when I think of those days, it did seem like many of them were the same ones going over and over again. And it made me stop and think about how much of our life we spend just living the same lifestyles and behaviors over and over, while wondering who we are and what are we really doing here, which happens to be my talk title today. Who am I and what am I doing here? So, as individuals, we may identify ourselves by gender, age, race, ethnicity, our family of origin, our education. All of these, in large part, have to do with our physical human experiences. And in January, we looked at living everyday wonder from that perspective, being curious, seeing what was going on in our life in the physical. In the next few minutes, and through the month of February, we're going to be exploring that living everyday wonder in terms of our inner life. So this is a concise response to the question of who am I and what am I doing here? Well, we are divine beings who have come to work on our consciousness, to remember who we truly are, and to remember our essential being. For this, we have dressed in this suit of flesh that is the vehicle we need to function on this planet of existence and fulfill our purpose of transformation. There's one principle and cosmic reality presence in the universe, and that's God. Everything in creation originates from this one source, that there's only one God, and God is all that has been and ever will be. Now, I want to make a note here. I do understand that particular name for that one divine presence can be really unpleasant and have difficult memories associated with it. However, I find a quote from Dr. Holmes, our founder, of particular relevance on that matter. He said, "We've been so afraid of mentioning the word God, so superstitious about everything concerning the deity, that the thought of ourselves as divine has been foreign to the general conception. It's created a false separation, a sense of not being, because we put up the wall." Well, this is an important consideration, since from this one infinite source comes the spiritual, mental, and physical universe. All life, all love, all order, all energy, all harmony, all being, all physical form or effect, all creation, which includes but is not limited to each of us, is included in that. All physical and spiritual principles and laws are contained in this one also. Or, as Dr. Holmes wrote, instead of seeing spirit as afar off, spirit is within and flowing through everything. Now, many terms are used to express the concept of divinity. The scientists call it pure energy, and the philosophers call it infinite intelligence. And according to the theologies of the various faith teachings, it can be Tao, Yahweh, Great Spirit, all sorts of things. But they all have the same meaning, and they denote a unique principle. Every human being is a divine creation made of the one substance of that spirit, that energy, that source. Each of us is an individualized and unique personification of the infinite spirit. And this embodied spirit in us is our true essence and the essence of every one of us, every human being. The pure essence exists within us as our divine spark, our divine light. And it can't be lost, it can't be damaged, diminished, or destroyed in our eternal journey. Sometimes we think so, but no, can't be. There's a divine wholeness, a total interconnectedness with this original source. This oneness is irrevocable and eternal. All human beings are part of God, or whatever we choose to call it. Universal consciousness, source energy, divine presence, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, whatever we may choose. As such, we form a oneness with each and every human and all life, whether it's animate or inanimate. As we journey into living everyday wonder from an inner life perspective, we begin to have a greater understanding of our connection with that infinite presence that is first and foremost love. We awaken to our spiritual path of love by developing that relationship. And that path of love reveals our true self that always was and always will be a diamond. The value of our life is incalculable, since we have been created in the image and likeness of that universal presence that is perfect love, and it dwells within each of us. Love is in us. It is woven into the fabric of our being. It's a divine energy that begins in spirit and has no end. And that love is the only ingredient we need to reveal in our true self. When we love ourselves for who we really are, we automatically elevate our spiritual consciousness and consequently our love for ourselves. To live life seeking to know and express more of that love as spiritual beings is to live with wisdom, and the result is a prosperous and successful life. Now, when I say successful life, many of us hear cash registers ringing and see all the stuff of the world that we like to accumulate, and we think status and possessions. And all of that is just fine. But it's not the same as conscious living. The true fruits of success are peace, balance, equilibrium, and harmony in ourselves and all our relationships. When we love each other, we are innately kind, generous, and respectful. We express all the qualities of our innate spiritual magnificence, and we are all beings of spiritual magnificence. If we do not identify ourselves, if we do not know ourselves, if we do not discover our authentic self, we will let the world identify us as what they say we are by false standards. This gives us a false identity, and this, when we allow the world to identify us, this is how we lose our authentic power. To love oneself is the way to the divine, and it's been said that if you do not love yourself, you can't love anyone. Well, to love oneself means to have the courage to listen to the message of the emotions and the spiritual guidelines of the heart. And this calls for observing our inner life, being curious about what and who we are as spiritual beings, and choosing to focus our attention on our spiritual qualities of peace and power and light and love and beauty and joy. The way we feel about ourselves determines the quality of life. Therefore, understanding and acceptance of who we are, knowing that we are spiritual beings of magnificence, is one of the most important things that we can do in life. The supreme need in us, as all individuals, is love. Spiritual love that has no opposites or personality requirements. Everybody seeks that love that is always present. Sometimes we see it in our companion animals. No matter what, they're always happy to see us. They love us. Now, maybe not with cats, but I think they do. I think they do. I've had cats, and I've had that experience. They do. Mm-hmm. And I even had fish in my office at one time, and I could go in and talk to Floyd, and I'd say, "How's it going, Floyd?" And he'd just come right up to the window, and he'd go. And everybody that worked in the hospital that I was in at the time came in, and they had to talk to Floyd so they could see him greet them. He was a therapy fish. You know, when we take time to commune with Spirit in our meditations, and when we look through our spiritual lenses of love, we see and know that same presence exists within everyone. Or, as Sri Sri Ravi Shankar said, love is seeing God in the person next to us, and meditation is seeing God within us. It is the meaning of Namaste, which means the God in me beholds the God in you. And we live the old Chinese proverb, and I do like this so much. When the eye is not blocked, the result is vision. When the mind is not blocked, the result is wisdom. And when the spirit is not blocked, the result is love. So as we tune in to the invisible in our inner life, contemplating the qualities which we believe to be a part of God, such as love, harmony, peace, wisdom, strength, and then seeing ourselves as partaking and being a part of that infinite perfection, we realize that our lives are filled daily with infinite possibilities for greater expression as spiritual, magnificent beings. And we begin to deeply understand we are one with the infinite intelligence, and we can create an outer world of infinite good without fear or hesitation. Or as Florence Scovel Shinn said, I do not limit God by seeing limitations in myself. With God and I, all things are possible. Now, Florence had a real steadfast look at the world. When we examine our inner life and are filled with the wonder at the miraculous spiritual beings of love that we really are, our light shines brighter. In daily life, everyday, ordinary daily life, we are projecting all the time what we carry inside. When we begin to explore our inner life and cultivate our spiritual qualities, we walk the world as radiant beings, sharing that light with others. As noted in the Secrets of Divine Love by A. Helwa, you are called to be a hand to others, to step out of your comfort zone and be like a lighthouse illuminating the earth. And you know, that's part of our purpose here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Visalia, to be a beacon of light for all humanity. That's a powerful thought, to be a beacon of light for all humanity. That's our purpose, part of it. You know, we see the world through ourselves, you know. It begins with each of us as individuals, practicing loving ourselves first, and then learning how to more deeply love others by seeing and recognizing that divine spark within them. So I offer you these questions to ponder as we examine everyday wonder in our inner life this week. how pleasant and fun is it to live with me? Now there's a question. I had to take time with that one. And if we have a challenge, do we ask, am I focused on the problem or am I looking for the solution? And another one is, in what way do I contribute day by day to improve the quality of my relationship with the divine spark within me? And last but not least, have I told myself lately that I love me? Now that's an interesting exercise. Try looking yourself right straight in the mirror and right straight in the eye and tell yourself that you love yourself just the way that you are and just the way that you may not be. See how it feels, and do it without judgment, without criticism, without looking in the mirror and saying, oh, you're not any better than you were yesterday. No, we look in and we say, I love you just the way you are, and see that reflected back. Because that is the spirit within us that is talking to us directly. And that is exactly how we are seen in the eye of the infinite. You know, we're going to be talking about radical self-love for the rest of the month. So by the time we get to the end of February, you will be masterful with this practice of living in wonder with your inner life. You'll be recognizing every day in every way the spiritual magnificence of your being. And as it was written in the Song of Solomon, I just refresh your memory. You are beautiful, my beloveds, beautiful beyond belief. So shine your lights brightly and walk in love every day. And so it is. Shine on. So, now we'll take a little prayer time here, just a moment. So as we come together now in this moment of prayer, I bring to mind that each of us is that emanation of the divine, of that love of the divine. I know that everyone everywhere is. There's no question in my mind about that. I know that we have all been created, all creation has been created through the self-givingness, the love of the divine, to experience life through each of us. And as we interact with that infinite loving presence in our ways, in our lives, wherever we may be, I know that that love is returned in so many ways. And I speak a special word of prayer right now for anyone, anywhere, who does not feel that love, who feels alone, who may have cried themselves to sleep, who may have thought that they are without any hope. And I call forth that infinite spirit of love that exists within each of us and them and all creation to radiate forth so that every being knows that love. Everybody knows that feeling of being fully supported. Everyone knows that they are beings of spiritual magnificence. And as each of us embodies that, we walk this world with greater love. And it is absolutely without question that I give gratitude, knowing that love always prevails. So I know that this word is already fulfilled in the law of mind, and I simply let it be, and so it is. And now, let that settle for a hair here while y'all get ready. And now, this is a reminder. This is a great song, special music for you.
I was searching, I was looking for meaning I was wondering, desperately trying, only to see I have nothing missing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I was lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift I want to enjoy. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. My motivation can't be validation. I'd always be starving for more affection, the wrong attention, only to feel like I am nothing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift I want to enjoy. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift I want to enjoy. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me.
Oh, beautiful. So as you go through the week, don't forget that. You are already enough. No matter what it feels like, no matter what you think, you are already enough and more than. It's already in you. So now it's time for our special conscious giving affirmation. So I invite everyone who receives the gifts to stand up, and we can go ahead and do that. And if you take your gift, I have to say that we're so very grateful for the gifts that continue to support this center. If you're out there and you'd like to continue to see this service and you appreciate what happens here and it brings you some kind of joy and a greater sense of love in your heart, please go to our website or on the Facebook page and you can select the donate button and you can make your gift there. And for those of you who are in the sanctuary, if you'd like to take your gifts, and just place your hand on your heart if you've already given your gift. Now let's just say this affirmation together. I send my love everywhere as I share my infinite abundance. And if you would join me now, let's hear it. I send my love everywhere as I share my infinite abundance. And I know that as these gifts are being collected, that this is true, that there is infinite divine abundance flowing in and through every being, every person in this center and beyond. And I know that that divine flow of abundance continues to support this center infinitely and forever. For it is from the love of pure spirit that these gifts are given from the hearts of those who give so generously. And we are so grateful. And I know that for every gift that's given, it returns to the giver 100-fold or more. I am so sure of that. Indeed. So I bless these gifts of love. I bless them knowing that they go out. They do good work right here in this center. They do good work in our community. And they do good work in the world. And with that, I simply bless them and give thanks. And so it is. And now, it's time for our peace song. And what happens with that is that we usually stand in a circle. So if you're comfortable with that, I invite you to do that. You know, we're still under mask things here. So we'll be, I haven't heard anything more yet. It's supposed to end the 15th, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we still gather weekly. We still share our love and our time together. And so if you feel like holding hands and you're comfortable doing that, I invite you to hold hands. And if that's not okay, you can just stand and just have your hand just be touching another person or up in the air to connect with the circle with spirit. And the song words will be on our screen here, and you'll be able to see them at home. So hit it, folks. Yes, it has. And now, this is the fun time. We do our benediction. So don't forget to stick around for cake, because that follows the benediction. You don't want to miss that. And so, if you're in the mood, you can say, oh, something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. And it's in the body of my affairs. Oh, I think it. And I feel it. Oh, and I love it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Thank you, life. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you next time. Oh, cool. Thank you.
I think I need the brochure, though.
Oh, well, no, it's, no, I gave you the